Welcome to Profit Channels. This is my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor and I don't give financial advice. Please consider this video entertainment. Today I am going to talk about uranium futures, UX1 exclamation point. This is our monthly chart and we can see this giant channel. It looks pretty good, but there's also another channel like this that is also present, and they both have good midlines. So that is interesting. So maybe we're shifting from this channel, this purple channel, to this blue channel, or maybe we're staying in the purple channel. If we're in the blue channel, we're at the bottom and are set to go up. If we are in the purple channel, we could pull back to the bottom of the channel since we've been at the top, but it depends on if we break up or down off this midline. If I go to the daily, weekly, daily's too small. You can see here that we've just been coming down in this channel like this and have broken out and have retested it. So this would indicate bullishness. So if you look at these candles, these are bullish candles right now. We'll see how this week plays out. On the monthly, a bottoming candle, 3 bullish ones, this bearish one, and now we're midway through the month. So we'd like to see this one break the midpoint of this candle this week to finish up this week, and that would be bullish. If not, that could be bearish. So we're going to have to see how this candle plays out. Let me get rid of that. Let's bring in the moving averages. And so on the monthly, we broke above the 100, battled with the 50, broke above that. They crossed, we ran up, everything's pointing up. We just crossed on the 100, the 200. So the 200 is just starting, because we don't have enough monthly candles. And so we'll see. We've got to stay above this 50. On the weekly, you can see everything gathered up down here, our moving averages, and then we started moving up, bouncing off the 50, got real far from the 200 here, broke back down to the 200, bounced up to the 100, and now we're messing with the 50. If I go to the daily, so this is a bearish cross down, but if we can cross up, pop above that, pop above the 100, we could be on our way. But if, that's the blue channel, the purple channel is we break down and head down here. On the daily, it's hard to see these candles. All right. So they're real faint, but again, we broke down, everything gathered up here, and we just broke down. That helps. Bouncing off the 100, bouncing off the 50, and then finally down here, we broke above the 50 and the 1, bouncing off the 50, above the 200, and now we're messing with this 200, but we got our 50 crossing the 1, and we got our 50 crossing the 2, and if we can move up, we'll see this 100 cross the 200. Let me go back to the monthly view. And I'm going to get rid of the moving average ribbon. And I'm going to pull a fib retracement from not this bottom, but right just above here. So from here to up here, let's look at a point of controls. Okay, it's pretty low. Let me hide that. And you can see on the long term, so this is the monthly, this full retracement, the 236 is, we are right there right now, but we were also there here. So we broke through it, we came up, and this was resistance, and we've been underneath this for all these years. And now we've broken above it, came back down, and hopefully it's support here and it doesn't turn into resistance again. These lines work out pretty good. Let's see. 236, 382, 0.5, 618. So again, if we were to break, if we were in this purple channel, we could come down to the 382. But I'm hoping we're moving up. So if I do a shorter term, let me go to the weekly. So here's a fib retracement, and I'm going from the bottom here to the top here. And you can see that we came down to the 236, fought with it, broke down, hit the 382, broke down, 0.5, retraced all the way to the 618. And we battled with the 0.5, got up to 382, back down to this 0.5. We have our point of control right here. So I'd like to see it battle up. If we're in the blue, battle up here and get through the 382, get through this point of control. And then we got the 236, just to kind of work our way up. If I do a fib extension from the same place, the bottom to the top to this bottom, we can see that this works out pretty good. We're fighting with this 236. Here's the 382, 618. But if you look up here, if we're in the purple channel, we're going to go up. Here's the one, which we could get to. But if we are in the blue channel, here's this 168 up here, which would be hitting the channel around here. That, I think, is also a possibility. So let's look at this line here. So here we went from the bottom of the channel to the top of the channel. And if I take this over here, look at that. It puts us right there. So I'm hoping for this blue channel, but we shall see. If I look at my other charts, so this is the parabolic SAR and a super trend on the top, and everything's bearish. You can see our RSI is coming down, but it's still above the midpoint and it's trying to break up. Squeeze momentum is pretty bearish. MACD, the histograms are getting less bearish, and it looks like we're above the midpoint line, but it looks like we're trying to cross over and break up. It's very medium. Again, on the weekly, it's all sells up here, but we got our rising RSI. We just got above the midpoint and getting ready to cross over. Our super trend is still bullish, but becoming less bullish. And if we look at our MACD, this is just as neutral as it can get. On the daily, We got a split, we got a sell and a buy. We've got a RSI that has been maxed out, and it looks like it's trying to turn up, but the average isn't over the midpoint yet. We've got a slightly positive, bearish, or bullish squeeze momentum, and our MACD is crossed over and trying to move up. So this is looking more bullish in the shorter term. If I look at, so this is the RSI Bollinger strategy, and on the monthly, we're still at the top of the Bollinger Band, but there's not a lot there. Money flow index is maxed out. It's going to be maxed out on the weekly and the daily too, so I don't know how to interpret that. I'm hoping that's bullish. Our stochastic is coming up on the monthly, and we don't have much of a trend here on the ADX. On the weekly, we were outside of the Bollinger Band. We've come back in and tested the moving average, and it looks like we're heading up. Our stochastics are down, but it's looking like it's trying to cross over right now and head up, and then ADX is no trend. Daily, we are right at our moving average here in this RSI Bollinger Band strategy. Our stochastics are spiking up, so if they can stay up, hopefully we can see a run here, so we can peg this up in here. But our ADX is saying no trend, so I'm feeling bullish, but again, it depends on which channel we are in and which way we are going. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you did. Thank you.